Senator Neil O'Donnell.
Was going to get Canada come away. Intiam lesson major Taracha against Shanador Sherlock and Shin Rome. I agree with pretty much everything that Senator Sherlock said in terms of expressing her concerns about some of the specifics announced, or rather not announced, in terms of the July stimulus package. Leader, but I do have to express, in addition to that, my own concern about the way we're doing and the way we're being expected to do our business in this House over the next while. Now, like all colleagues, I know none of us are shying away from the important work that's going to face us over the next few weeks, but there are a number of very substantial items coming in front of us, and they're being taken at all stages, and that has been, understandably, for some reasons that are justifiable, the case over the last number of weeks. But I do think we have to have a serious reflection and a serious look in terms of the manner in which legislation is proceeding through this House. I don't think it's keeping in good practice or best practice for all stages to be taken in one day. Sometimes all stages of one or two pieces of legislation are being taken in the one day. So that is starting, I think, to be unsettling for legitimate parliamentary reasons, but also because of the very legitimate points expressed by Senator Sherlock. To be quite honest, if it's a matter of us having to sit a bit longer, given the fact that government formation talks went on for so long, that the pandemic restrictions prohibited us from coming to this place and kept us at home, that's not to say members weren't working. We all were involved in work in our own communities and representing people. But if it means that we can better scrutinise and do our job in terms of improving legislation coming to us from the government or from the other House, I do think we need to look at the nature, and certainly, Minister, our Leader, sorry, I appreciate that isn't all on you. That's something for the CPP to reflect on, and that's something that I'll take next week. But I would ask members from both sides of this chamber to be cognisant just of that reality. Very quickly, Minister, Leader, I just want to welcome the announcement this week from the Department of Foreign Affairs that they have granted over £60,000 funding from the Reconciliation Fund to the CAIN website. For anyone who doesn't know, CAIN is the conflict archive on the internet. It's based in the University of Ulster. It's been in existence since about 1997, and it's really lauded internationally for just its comprehensive record of conflict-related incidents. It's held up as an educational, academic and indeed civic asset and resource. I have to say, as a student of politics, both at A-level and in university, it was something I leaned on very heavily. So it's often cited as a source at the end of many a paper and essay. People were deeply worried that funding had come to an end for that archive, and it may have been mothballed. I think this intervention from the government and the department is very welcome because it is such an asset and such a resource. And I hope, while it's only a temporary stopgap, I hope the universities and others will engage and appreciate just how important this website is, and hopefully that funding can continue.